When we talk about the Arctic, what comes to your mind? The icy waters, snow-capped mountains, and a region covered in a blanket of ice. That's the mental image most of us have. But all this is set to change. The Arctic could lose all its ice. It is melting fast, and it is too late to reverse this. Leading scientists believe the Arctic will be ice-free in the summers come 2030. This is what a new study has warned. Perhaps the world's leading militaries saw this coming. Already, they are preparing for this scenario. Rivals like the United States and Russia and military alliances like the NATO, they are doing drills in the region. They're gearing up to fight. So very soon, these picturesque views could be replaced with images of military bases and troops training to hold their ground. The Arctic is the next superpower battleground. But why are leading nations racing to prepare for a conflict in the region? Tonight, we'll get you the answers. We begin with the science. Like I said, a new study has been published. It projects the Arctic will be ice-free during the summer. This wasn't an unlikely scenario. Experts have predicted an ice-free Arctic before. Earlier they said it could happen by 2050. But right now, the ice is melting fast. Experts fear the Arctic will have ice-free summers as soon as the 2030s. That's 2 decades earlier. It is difficult to pinpoint the exact date. But there are no doubts over the fate of the Arctic. It will lose its ice for many. This is a scary scenario. But some leading world powers sense an opportunity here. They want a piece of this region. Already this year, we have witnessed several drills. In April, Russia conducted military drills in the Arctic Sea. These were large-scale drills. 1,800 soldiers, 15 ships and 40 aircraft were involved. These drills were aimed at this area, the Northeast Passage. This is a sea lane. It runs along Russia's northern coastline from the Atlantic to Pacific Oceans. The ice there is melting, so this passage has become more accessible. For Russia, this could be a new trade route. It will cut travel time significantly. That's one of the reasons why Russia is warming up to the Arctic. But there are other contenders in the mix. Let's look at the map again. This is the Arctic region. Multiple countries surround the ocean: Russia, Canada, the United States, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Sweden, even Iceland. Each of them have their own interests to protect. The melting ice has kicked off a race between Arctic nations. They are rushing their resources there, asserting claims and doubling down on security, all in the attempt to project power and influence. Take the United States, for instance. It has a training center in the Arctic, the Northern Warfare Training Center. It is in Black Rapids, Alaska. That's near the southern Arctic Circle. American troops now regularly train there. NATO is conducting drills too. Last month, they conducted drills in Finland. Finland is the newest member of NATO. Thousands of troops participated in these drills. What was the purpose? Well, to enhance interoperability.
The U.S. Army is here training with our newest NATO ally to build that capability to help defend Finland if anything happens. That's our commitment to them.
They're talking about the possibility of a conflict with Russia. If Finland is attacked, the entire NATO will rush to help. For all you know, the Arctic should witness such a conflict. The quicker the ice melts, the greater will be the chances of a conflict. Look at this map now. There are multiple military installations in the region now. They're keeping a close eye on the Arctic because the stakes are high, beyond security considerations. The Arctic is rich in natural resources. It holds 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of untapped natural gas. There are rare earth elements too. They could be valued at $1 trillion. And all these resources are up for grabs. The only question is, who controls the Arctic? There are no clear answers because there are no clear borders. Key stakeholders have overlapping claims in the region. They didn't care much about the Arctic. After all, this region was just ice before. But as the Arctic begins to lose its innocence, expect this battle for territory to intensify.